Yo, welcome to another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast. To my right, the usual, I got my boy Will. To my left, I got my boy, special guest, Sweet Lou. We stationed Christian in Iran to promote the podcast. So I got Sweet Lou on the set. Lou, talk to us, man. Tell the people 3 things about you. And these are the only 3 things they'll ever know about you. So make sure they count.
Okay. Well, 1, I was born in San Diego, so that makes me a Chargers fan. And by that, I guess that means I love toxic relationships. So there's that. And number 3, I think I know football, but I don't know football. I don't know. I have my own podcast that I did for the past few years. Haven't gotten around to it yet just because I started a new job. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm glad that you invited me. I appreciate it because I'm ready to talk football. And I'm excited to be finally on the show this season.
Hell yeah. We are happy to have you. And we also got a special gift for you, Lou. So if you could Oprah Winfrey and check under your chair.
No. Oh, yeah. Wow.
We got the Hot Seat Podcast shirt for our boy. You get a shirt. Fire. You get a shirt. You get a shirt. DM us on Instagram if you want a shirt, and we won't respond.
I feel like I have to wear this right now.
You want to toss it on?
I think I do.
Toss it on, man.
I kind of also want to take off the pump, show off the pump a little bit. I just came from the gym, you know what I'm saying? Oh.
Oh yeah, let him know, Lou. Strike a pose, Lou.
I'm feeling thick too. You see that?
Oh yeah, he got his squats in.
Yo. What is the Hot Seat Podcast? I thought this was Playbook though.
Playbook's what's it called? The network.
That's our company name.
Oh, okay. Hot Seat's the company name. LLC. Hot Seat's the podcast.
Yeah. So the football podcast is the Hot Seat?
Yes, sir. Okay. And that's what you are currently on, the Hot Seat Podcast.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Fire. And that's for you, dude. Thank you for coming on. We needed a person after Christian got stationed, so pretty big stuff.
Yeah, shout out Iran. Okay. So I'm on the hot seat, and let's put y'all on the hot seat. Let's all be on the hot seat together. What is the top 5 power rankings in your guys' opinion? Who are the top 5 teams right now?
I'll go first, man. I think the number 1 team in the league is the San Francisco 49ers. I'm going away from the Dolphins. I feel like it's kind of obvious, but I'm going to roll with the Niners. I feel like they beat a lot better teams this season. Obviously, I mean, the Dolphins, like, you saw them put up 70, but it's against the Broncos, and the Broncos ain't really on the shit. Isn't their quarterback like 40? Dude.
I don't know what's talking about, man. I don't remember that. I don't remember this past Sunday. I was just sleeping all day. Okay. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey Lucas, how many points did the Dolphins put up?
Unlimited. That's basically how many yards they got. Unlimited. Set a record, and then most points since 1966.
Crazy.
Do you know anyone from 1966?
No one. Who? You know someone like
Yeah, Warren Moon.
Nah, it was ridiculous. I mean, we'll talk about the Dolphins in a bit. But Will, who would your number 1 team be?
So my number 1 team, I actually got the Niners too. I was kind of going back and forth for my number 2 pick, but the Niners look really good. I mean, they always look really good in the regular season.
Damn.
But I think this year so far into the season, they've been smacking a lot of teams. So
and they're better than
number 1.
Hell yeah.
My question for y'all would be, like, what do y'all feel about Brock Purdy? Because when he came in last year, I thought, wow, okay, this guy is prepared, last pick in the draft, and he went in and did his thing, won the job, obviously. But then after the dust has settled, there was some stats and, like, storylines that showed that, he was probably just as efficient or right in line with Garoppolo in that offense. And I just feel like the inexperience part could come into play. Right now, I definitely see why you guys choose him as number 1, but I don't know. I think that Purdy is going to be humbled at some point during the season. And that's just in the back of my mind that holds me from saying, like, this, I don't know, is the number 1 team or not. I like the way that the Dolphins are gelling. I think I would go with them number one. And it's not just the fact that they put up that many points, but that they were able to get contribution from everywhere. Who's this rookie running back?
A chain, dude. He was a dog.
Dude, what the heck?
That was crazy. But you can also see that with the Niners. I mean, I believe his name's Rajah Bell, caught a touchdown. They had Debo. They lost Ayuk. McCaffrey. Elijah Mitchell finally got his touches. And, I mean, if I'm going to cover Brock, he's got the big cock. Big cock Brock, man. I don't think you can
look at me.
Because you got one, too. I don't think you could humble someone with a cock that big. You know, that's just how I'm feeling. No pause on that one, honestly. Big cock Brock, hide it in my sock. Don't play with that boy. But I agree, the Dolphins have been dominant. That's why I have them as my number 2 team. But yeah, I just think it's kind of a strength of schedule thing for me right now. They play the Bills, I believe, this week. Yes. So that'll be the big test. And like the Bills are somewhere on my ranking. I won't say where. But that could definitely influence if we were to do this next week where my rankings would be.
But I just think, like, there's no blueprint or obvious idea right now to stop the Dolphins, right? They got too much speed. It seems like that McDaniel is going to come up with the right plan to attack your defense. And I don't know if there's any athletic squad on defense that I could think of anywhere in the NFL that could just keep up with the Dolphins and what they have right now. So that's why I put them at number 1. I think number 2 right behind them for me is the Niners. So I just have them flipped. I mean, Shanahan and the GM Lynch just got that huge extension, and for good reason, right? They're always in contention year after year. And, I mean, I know I said I could have my reservations about Brock Purdy, but until he does show that he will, be human, that team is very scary. And, yeah, I don't know. They got another matchup with the Eagles at the top of the NFC, but I can't think of any other team in the NFC that would challenge them like the Eagles.
Them boys.
I think kind of going back to Brock Purdy, I think that really comes in with the coaching. I mean, obviously, if you put Brock Purdy with like any other team, I don't think he performs as well as he is like on the Niners. I think Shanahan, he does a really good job at that with all the weapons around him as well. But my number 2 pick, we basically had like the same list. I had the Dolphins. I was kind of going back and forth on that, and then kind of like what Sweet Lou was saying. Speed kills. You got Waddle and Hill on one side, and then you got Raheem Mostert and O'Kane in the backfield. That's just like ridiculous, man.
And they're missing Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson's gonna come back and he'll be a player. They pretty much just built a Madden team.
Dude, literally.
That's what they did, dude. You run 4 verticals every fucking play. That's what they did. So, kudos. I don't even know who their GM is, but Mike McDaniel's coaching his ass off over there.
Dude, if you play as the Dolphins on the Madden, on Madden 24, you're a pussy, okay? That's just a cheat team.
Yeah, that's whack, dude. That's like running with like the prime Patriots or my number 3 team. You said your number 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3 team, I got the Chiefs, man. I know that they lost a game. There's some teams still undefeated. But they've looked good, especially full strength with Chris Jones and Travis Kelce there. They lost to the Lions. You see teams with Super Bowl hangovers all the time. And now that they're 100% healthy, and I mean, honestly, if they didn't have the loss, I think they'd be my number 1 team. But this is power ranking, so I'll swing it a little bit. Let me put them at 3.
Dude.
Never, ever, ever get back together. Man, I don't know, man. I mean, look, my homeboy is that guy. Kelce is that guy. But I saw a take online, and I was like, everyone's going to be rocking with Kelce until they start losing and blaming it on Swiftie. Look, right now they're hot. They're a hot couple. But someone, compared it. It's true. I mean, that's cool. Which, I'm going to say this. Kelce, I think you messed up, buddy, because I really liked your last girl last time, man. She, I got 3 words for her. Oh wait, no, I got 4 words.
You
for
got
her.
A paragraph for her.
Because damn, man, that girl was fire, man. I don't know why he going back to. I don't know. Don't get me started though. But yeah, I mean, I think they're off to a slow start, but it's kind of like the Chiefs have been figuring things out year after year. Usually it's their defense that goes off to a slow start, and then Spagnuolo figures it out as the year goes on and tightens things up. And, I just can't doubt Andy Reid and my homeboy. So, yeah, I could definitely see why you're putting them at 3. It's more of a respect of where you've seen this team before. Not necessarily the best team through 3 weeks right now or the third best team through 3 weeks right now. But I think that they're going to figure things out on offense. If anything, I mean, it seems like Mike McDaniel's become that offensive guru to figure things out. But Andy Reid is that guy, and I have no doubt that they'll figure it out. But having said that, I would put the Eagles actually at number 3. I think that this team is just – I go with the most well-balanced teams first and all-around teams, and I still don't think that there's a hole in this Eagles roster. So yeah, I just got to put a respect to them. I think that when you look at matchups, they're just another team that's hard to prepare for. So I got to put respect on that.
You just took Christian's seat, and you probably said what he said.
You just became Christian.
Yeah, we're gonna ship you off to Iran now with him, and we'll send you to the Eagles training camp to get you ready.
What's up with this Iran stuff?
What's your 3, man?
Before I go into my 3,
You better say the Broncos.
Nah. I want to say my first hot seat take.
Okay.
About the Dolphins. I mean, it's not really that hot, but I think they're gonna make the Super Bowl, and I think they're gonna win the Super Bowl. That's my early take. That's my too early take.
That's a too early, yeah.
Season. But that's my take right now.
Damn, they whooped your team by 50, and now you're a fan.
Not because they just fucked on my team, but just like it's just the team in general is just like. Dude, I don't know when's the last time we've seen like a team where just like we've seen that many just speedsters on one side of the field, and also the defense isn't that bad either. Mm-hmm. Isn't Ramsey coming back soon too?
Yeah, I think he's out. I think he might miss next week and then come back after that. I might be wrong, but yeah, with Ramsey,
he tore something.
He tore it last season though. I think he was out. I think it's between 5 and 7 weeks. I think that's what I saw.
Oh wow.
So. Yeah, like you're saying, dude, that's fucking crazy. Like, he's going to be a dog. But you have them number 2 behind the Niners?
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, I kind of, like, looked over all the scores and the teams they played. So, I think they'll eventually get to 1.
Okay.
So
the 50-point blowout didn't do it for you? There's some salt in there.
I don't know. It's just how many salts. Like, that's just the whole fucking sea salt right there. Like... Nah, but okay. Going to my number 3. We might have the same list honestly, because I have the Eagles too. The Chiefs. I mean,
KC baby.
The Chiefs, yeah. Because obviously the history of Mahomes, you can't really forget about that, and also that Mahomes and Kelsey connection is never gonna break. Mahomes kind of like showed us this season that he doesn't really need like crazy weapons for him to kind of generate the offense that he brings. And as well as on the defensive side, it's not that bad either. Chris Jones came back finally. He's playing for the Chiefs, and also like they got some solid guys on that end too. So I think they're the number 3 right now. And yeah.
Number 3. Yeah. Number 4, Buffalo. They're kind of like whooping on a lot of bad teams, so I couldn't put them higher than where they are. But they do look good. I think we've seen 2 40-point games out of them already this season, which 2 40-point games, that adds up to 80, which is more than 70. So that means they're better than the Dolphins. Quick math.
Damn!
I got Bills. I don't know what to say about the Bills. Their defense looks a lot better than their offense, which is kind of surprising. I wouldn't have expected that going into the year, but Buffalo is my number 4.
They're going to be my top 5. I don't have them at 4, so obviously they're going to be at 5 for me. I guess should I go 4? Yeah, it has to be Chiefs, right? Based off what I've said earlier. I think my one concern or a couple of concerns with the Chiefs right now, and it's kind of following the trend with how many injuries that's going on around the league. And I think about Joe Burrow and his nagging injuries and his injury history, and how Mahomes, if you look at him, and I think was it his ankle or his calf this past weekend?
Yeah, that was kind of scary.
Yeah, so just make sure that he gets protected, because you just never know. I'm a Chargers fan, and last year my quarterback played with a broken rib the whole last season. So I know how that could derail things. And to be honest, I mean, he is consistently miraculous, but if he can't be that miraculous player, I think that things could quickly be derailed for this Chiefs team. So that's my only thing. But yeah, they're not gonna fall out of the top 5.
They're crazy. I agree with you 100%. Like, it's the Mahomes show there, so they're not. If he's not balling, they're not balling. But he's always balling, so no worries. Will, what you got at 4?
He's that guy. So number 4, I got the Eagles. That's when our list kind of breaks, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Lou, he kind of said everything about the Eagles. They're a really put together team, and I feel like they did start out the season a little bit slow. I feel like, but that's pretty natural for some teams. But I feel like, you know, they've caught on pretty well. Those QB sneaks, man. Those QB sneaks are powerful.
Those should be banned. I feel like they're dangerous for his back.
Dude, they're like the only team that does that. Like, just like, that's so smart too. Mm-hmm. I don't know why any other team's not catching on to that, but I mean, that Eagle team, they're so put together. Great line, great defense, great quarterback, great receivers, great everything. Yeah.
Do you really think that play should be banned?
I just think it's dangerous. Like, I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I've never got pushed in a pile, but I feel like that has to be bad for your back.
Just for, you're talking about for Jalen Hurts?
For Jalen Hurts.
But if they're calling it.
I guess, but I don't know. That looks scary. I'm just trying to figure out when the defense is going to put their biggest guy in the middle and start pushing his ass back. I feel like that's the only way to stop it.
That's funny.
You got to line up the same way as they are.
You fight fire with fire. You meet in the middle.
That's funny.
So if like the Dante Poe's not still in the league.
Dante Poe. Yeah, get him out of retirement, man.
Push him, dude. That would be the only way to stop him.
Bring him Vince Wilfork.
Andrew Beck? Is that the dude who scored the touchdown for the Texans?
Yeah.
You bring his ass in there. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
What about that one defensive tackle that just got drafted a couple years ago by the Eagles? That huge guy.
Was it the dude who was like memed in like high school and he was like buff?
I don't know. What's his name?
Oh, Jordan Davis?
Jordan Davis, yeah, from Georgia?
Yeah.
No. Not the rookie this year. He got drafted a couple years ago.
Javon Hargrave?
Nah, damn. What's this guy's name? This guy's big as hell. I don't know. I forget his name.
I'm going to look it up.
Jordan Davis, no?
What is it? A big Eagles rookie.
No, he's not a rookie this year.
Terrell Edmonds come up.
Defensive tackle. Maybe 2 years ago?
Jordan Davis was drafted this year. He's looking like probably the best defensive tackle in the league as a rookie. That is not Jordan Davis. Or Jalen Carter. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
right.
Jordan Davis is the guy.
That's who you're thinking about.
Yeah, he got drafted.
You're right. I was thinking of Jalen Carter. I had him mixed up.
Yeah, they're both on
Jordan Davis is huge.
That is a big ass dude. That dude is humongous. Jordan Davis, yeah.
I mean, man.
I got the Eagles with you guys at my number 5. It's just I feel like the 4 teams above them are better than them. They're a great team. But yeah, I'm not gonna argue against it. I do think their schedule hasn't been the best. I mean, beating the Patriots defense is good, but Mac Jones has looked terrible this season. Ball tapping Sauce Gardner. They beat the Vikings and they beat the Buccaneers tonight. So it's like I need to wait to see them like again, like you were saying, play the Niners or play. Even the Cowboys, like the Cowboys look legit in their division.
No.
The Cowboys would have been in my top 5 if they didn't lose to the Cardinals this week.
Oh my God, really? That's no.
Dude, their defense.
I thought that was kind of a fluke.
Their strength of schedule has been terrible. The two
but their
New York
defense
teams
looks good, dude. Their defense looks crazy.
Wait, who they just played? They just took that L against
the Cardinals, which
Cardinals.
is that's what I'm saying. Like that's the one. But I feel like their defense is looking. I don't remember who they played week 2. I know they whooped on the Giants
and
the Jets.
I feel like they did not practice at all that week.
Last
Like
week
for the Cowboys.
They saw Diggs get hurt, and they were just like, "All right, practice is canceled."
Nah, they saw they were playing up against Arizona. They're like, "Oh, this shit team. Like, come on, we don't need to do shit." But yeah, I mean,
Josh Dobbs showed him. He looks good.
Yeah, he did look good.
He looks good. Dude. He might be better than Kyler.
Yeah, he might be. I was like, did Kyler just grow overnight? But
for alopecia 1, Call of Duty 0.
Hey, yo.
So
yeah,
yeah,
he's on that Call of Duty. I forgot about that.
So I mean, shout out alopecia. I like Josh Dobbs. So I'm rolling with him. Let me stop. Who you guys number 5?
Keep my quarterback's name out your mouth. I'll take number 5. I said it already, the Bills. And my concern here, though, I don't know why I keep going with my concerns. I just know more about bad than good. Toxic relationship, like coming out again. I'm projecting, but like projecting. But Josh Allen and his turnovers have been really bad. And I think about going back to last year when they lost Dable, and I really felt like I saw a huge difference in the quality of play when Dable left. And I think that his turnovers obviously are up, but like it's about his decision making and maybe more about the scheme and the plays that are being drawn up because players aren't as open as they used to be. I think that he's just taking way more risks, and maybe he doesn't have that coach in his ear that's holding him accountable and giving him the right reads and progressions to go to. I mean, I think all the way back to when he was a project quarterback and all the growth that he's made. And so the fact that he's changed his coordinator that got him to that level, I think maybe there's more to this story than we're yet to find out, because that window of opportunity for him to win that Super Bowl, maybe we'll look back, and if he doesn't win soon, that we're going to say, dang, it passed and we didn't even know it, and we would have never figured it out and thought about it when it was happening. But I mean, it just goes to show like the window of opportunity of winning is so small in the NFL, and maybe part of it's manifesting in Stephon Diggs's unhappiness with the team. That happened.
I was thinking of him. They're gonna say him after the Super Bowl watching the parade.
Oh, I mean, but yeah, he said that he was like unhappy with the way things were going, and the Bills organization in the offseason made it seem like it wasn't like he was unhappy with his money, but unhappy with the way that things are going on behind the scenes. And we can only infer and logically thinking, okay, maybe he's talking about the offense and the offensive direction. That's the only other thing I could think of. But they're still going to be consistent. But if Josh Allen becomes that guy that is holding this team back, like, what are we going to say then? But that's just my take in a nutshell. I've been thinking about that for a long time.
Yeah, that was good. You analyzed the game. Going to the small window of opportunity as an OKC fan, I completely understand it. Don't miss your opportunity, guys. Go all in.
That makes sense. Well, for my number 5, I got the same one. I got the Bills too. But let me talk some positive about them. I feel like the last couple of weeks they killed the Commanders. They murdered the Raiders. It was just week 1 that they got the loss against the Jets. But obviously, bad weather. Divisional game, right?
Yeah.
So, got unlucky off the punt return touchdown. Obviously, Josh Allen he played pretty bad that night. But, rough start for them. Feel like they caught on later on. And, I was kind of going back with them with the Cowboys. But, the Bills the last couple of weeks, they've been looking pretty good. So, I have them on my 5, and I feel like they could have a lot more growth for the rest of the season. We're only at week 3, so
yeah.
This is the weirdest first month of football I think I've seen in a long time. I don't remember it being this wonky with like bad records, but we still think they're a good team.
I was gonna say within 3 weeks, I feel like any other season it would be impossible for us to all have the same 5 teams. For 3 people to have the same 5 teams within 3 weeks, like that's kind of crazy. But is there any team like you guys feel like could have made your list?
I was liking the Commanders before this last week.
They got fucked up.
Yeah, and I thought that Sam Howell was on the rise, and I thought that just everything was going for them. The fact that it's a new franchise owner, not new coach, but it just a whole new vibe, and the fan base is happy to move on finally, and things are changing. At least the vibe felt like for that franchise. But I definitely came back down to earth for the Commanders. I think I just want to see them succeed.
Yeah. To
be honest, I like Chase Young and that defensive line. It's going to be a tight race in the NFC East possibly if the Eagles don't pick it up here. And Commanders only 2-1. I mean, only 1 game back. It's only week 3. But I think that they could be a wild card team and surprise people. So that's just one team I just want to see. I always go for like underdog teams. And then another one, I don't want to take too many, but the Seahawks. I think
they haven't looked like. Yeah. I don't know. I really liked them last year, and even coming into the year, I feel like I shot like 5 TikToks gassing up the Seahawks, but they haven't looked like what I want them to be. Like Ken Walker's been disappointing. The receiver core has been disappointing. Geno isn't Geno from last year. You don't really expect much from their defense, but I feel like their defense hasn't been like Oh, the Seahawks defense. We're playing the Seahawks defense this week. Like, it's just kind of like looking like a really
whatever.
like an average fucking
Mediocre
team.
team.
They're the most 7-10 team I've ever seen.
Yeah. I had some, I don't have the team on my list. It would have been on my list if they didn't lose this week, but I was kind of thinking about the Falcons. I made a TikTok about them, talking about how people are kind of like looking past them, not really looking into their team. But honestly, like their offense is pretty electric. Other than like Ritter, I think he's still trying to figure it out. Obviously, dude.
I'd rather have Jackson Mahomes.
He needs to throw the ball a little more to Kyle Pitts and Drake London. It pisses me off.
He's fucked every fantasy team in the world.
Dude, but that backfield with Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson is nasty, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's nasty. And also, like, on the defensive side of the ball, it's pretty good if you really think about it. Calais Campbell, Jesse Bates, and I think they got Bud Dupree. They have some good rushers, some good pass rushers, as well as the secondary. They got AJ Terrell, too. It's pretty solid. I feel like, bold take, I feel like they could finish number one in the division.
I agree. Who am I missing? Saints, Panthers,
Bucks.
I like the Bucks this year, but I think the Falcons are a level above them. Yeah, that's a good take.
Yeah. This past week kind of concerned me though.
Yeah.
Them taking the L on the Lions. So.
But the Lions, they beat the Chiefs. Like, they look good this year. If you're losing to good teams, you can't really say much about it. But once you drop a game to the Cardinals or lose by 50, like, that's when you really have to have conversations.
I feel like the first 3 weeks could be flipped on its head in like 6 weeks. Like the standings completely.
For real.
You just don't know. Like, teams start off slow. Last year, week 1, I thought the Bills were gonna rule the world when they just destroyed the Rams on opening night. So, how quickly things change. It's still very early in the season, but that's probably just me projecting about the Chargers, man. What the fuck?
One thing will always be the same. CJ Stroud will win Rookie of the Year. On to the next segment. And now, Wilson Wang for the Denver Broncos.
$70-20. $70-20, man. We gotta talk about this, Bronco fans. I don't even know what to say, I'm so speechless. I'm so speechless. Like, how could we give up that many points in over almost 100 years? Like, this is crazy. And the one person that I really want to talk about is Vance Joseph, man. I want to talk about Vance Joseph, okay? How fucking trash he is. How fucking trash he is. And how much of a fucking disgrace. How much of a disgrace Vance Joseph is. Like, I can't even talk because I'm about to cry right now. Like, this is crazy. Like, how bad he's taking our team down. We were the number one team. We were the number one defense at one point, and now we're the last defense. Like, we're probably ranked number last on the defensive side. And how he just came in and just fucking took everything down. We had such good key players too. There's obviously some positives, okay? Like our rookie Marvin Mims, he's doing well. Patrick Surtain, he's made him. But, we saw from the last game, he was giving up because of fucking Vance Joseph. Like, that guy just needs to leave Denver and just never come back. He needs to leave the world, honestly. Go fucking SpaceX or some shit like that. Ship him out. Go to the fucking aliens. I don't know. Fucking piece of shit. So ugly. He's got a gap in his tooth. He should not belong here, okay? He should not coach any kind of sport and not talk at all in the world because it's he has no point of being here, literally. Just leave Earth. Sean Payne, Sean Payne's all right. He's obviously getting back into it from retirement. So some good things about it, but at the end of the day, we had the fucking number one pick. The number one pick's supposed to go to the Cardinals. Why do we have the number one pick? That's just fucking ridiculous, man.
I don't know how you felt, but like it was like a historic loss.
Oh, shut the fuck up, man.
I just want to say that was really brave what you just did right there. Really proud of you, man. Next up, we have our NFL grid. This is Lucas's first time ever playing an NFL grid on anything, no immaculate grid or anything. Will's kind of a seasoned veteran, but as you can see on the big board, Wilson is in last place. And if Wilson cannot pull this out right here, then he's going to have to, you tell him, Will. Tell him what you're going to have to do.
So, if I stay at last place, the punishment is basically I'm just going to have to layer up and layer up and layer up and layer up until I get like a heat stroke, basically. So,
Will's going to be in the real hot seat.
I'm gonna be the hot body. I'm gonna be
hot body.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
You're gonna be sweating in here, Lou. It's hot in here, huh? First time in here.
Yeah,
It's pretty warm. Now imagine you're wearing 4 layers of clothes, a couple long sleeves, a couple hoodies. It's gonna be Will next week. Because I don't think you can win. I think who'd you pick, Bengals or Rams?
I think I picked Rams.
Then you're fucked, dude. You're just playing for keeps at this point.
Oh, thank you.
So Lucas versus Will. We'll let the guests go first. We're gonna play tic-tac-toe style.
Hey,
So
go easy on me, please, man.
Okay.
I need
Pretty much-
some points.
I go easy on you in tic-tac-toe?
Yeah.
pretty much you're trying to tic-tac-toe. You guys both get 2 steals. So you could steal one of their squares
Okay.
twice each. You start, tic-tac-toe, man. You gotta go for the middle, but if you're taking too long, Deucer Isaiah's quick to pull a countdown. Will knows that. So Rams, Steelers, off the top of my head, I got nothing. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
What you got?
Wait, so what does that mean? Like Rams, Steelers, like...
So a player has to have played on the Rams and played on the Steelers.
Oh, shit.
I should explain that. My bad. and then on the top right, we have a Hall of Fame square. So any Niner, Ram, Cowboy is at play.
Shit, a Rams, Steeler? Damn.
That's hard.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Christian made this grid from Iran. He shipped it via messenger pigeon.
Thank you, Christian.
Shit. Ah, man. I'm just going to go first. What's the timer? Give me the timer so I know I have time.
Once I feel like you're taking too long, I'll start at 10 count.
That's so
It's
biased,
so frustrating.
man.
And Isaiah, I feel like gets bored because you'll start with a lot of time, and then as this gets longer, it'll be like, all right, Will's turn. He'll be like,
Fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
I don't got nothing on this board. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, 10, 9.
All right, I'll go Niners Hall of Fame. I'll go Ronnie Lott.
That plays, I believe. I just want to confirm them all. The Hall of Fame. I feel like the NFL Hall of Fame's kind of like it'll be like.
So they
Yeah, Hall
had
of
to. Okay, so they just had to play for the team and be in the Hall of Fame, basically.
Yeah,
All right.
Who's that guy you put up there?
that's Desmond Ritter. That's for Christian. That's your square.
Give me. Give me Emmitt Smith, Cowboys Hall of Fame.
That plays.
Fuck.
And then if you don't say you said that and he wasn't in the Hall of Fame, then we skip your turn. You don't get a get back. So then that's on Will.
Okay.
And remember, you guys also both get 2 steals. So if you want that Cowboys one back, take it. But that wastes one of your steals.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, boy. This is so hard.
Christian fucked us over on this one, dude.
Yeah, you kind of went crazy on this, man.
Oh, OBJ. Rams and Giants.
Rams and Giants, OBJ. That plays.
Okay.
No problem with it.
That was a good one. That's a good pull. I didn't have that in the bag. I'm not gonna lie.
I
That should have been
forgot about
easier.
that, yeah.
That was a good one. Now that middle one's hard, dude. I feel like Rams and Steelers are like for lifers.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
can't overlook that one, man. I'm a steal.
Ooh.
Actually,
Just don't fuck it up.
yeah, fuck it. Fuck not. Give me Are you serious?
I said, yeah, 10.
Yeah, you taking a
9,
bit, my boy. What do you mean? Are you serious?
7.
Give me Marshall Falk for Rams in
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Marshall Falk
Yeah.
plays.
Okay. So can he just steal to win?
Yeah, so you should steal the Rams or the Cowboys one, so you can't win.
Some shit. All right, I have to steal. I have to.
Has to.
I steal the Rams Hall of Fame.
And you have to say a player that played in Rams Hall of Fame. That's how you steal it.
Okay, Eric Dickerson.
I believe that plays. I know the Rams have some players that like they've kind of fucked out of the Hall of Fame. I don't want to say names.
No, I know. Yeah, you're right.
They have players, so you could get caught on this one. Now you have to steal.
Okay.
Damn. Fuck me.
Give me a wait. You said give me a Steve Young, Niners Hall of Fame.
That plays.
Wait, where? I'm sorry.
Niners Hall of Fame.
We're just gonna keep stealing back here.
Well, that's why now you only get one steal and he only gets one more steal. Because
Okay.
last week we played with unlimited steals. That shit took 35 minutes.
But also, you could just win it right now.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay, a Ram and a Steeler.
That's hard.
That's fucking hard. You know,
I said it's hard watching timer.
shit. Give me some time. Don't start it yet.
Ram, Steeler. Also, if he doesn't get that square, well, you have a clear shot. If
I
you
don't
can
really
get that.
follow these teams.
Because you have double diagonals. You know what I mean? But I cannot tell you a Rams Steeler.
I feel like there's maybe like a backup
So
quarterback.
he either has to get the middle or he is steal mine.
Yeah, he has to, or else he's pretty much fucked.
Oh shit! Or I could just steal. Yeah, I'll just play it safe and steal.
And then that would be your last steal, right?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna steal. Yeah. Shit. Fuck. Shit, bitch. I'm gonna steal. Yeah, I'll steal the Hall of Fame, the Niner back. I'll go with Frank Gore.
Whoa.
Oh, he's not in yet.
Wait. Is it? Oh, no.
That's the Niners
No.
Hall of Fame.
It's not a Hall of
Oh
Famer.
my god.
Lucas
Wait,
is.
so I can win it?
He will
If
go.
you
I
steal Rams Hall of Fame, but remember what we said. Those Rams Hall of Fame, it's kind of tricky.
Yeah, they are.
There's like two dudes who like definitely should be Hall of Famers.
I know who you're
Not
talking
mine.
about too. Damn, I was thinking of Frankie, man. No.
Fuck.
He will be a Hall of Famer.
He will.
He'll be a Hall
Just
of
too
Famer.
early.
Hall of Fame.
Where are you going, Will? You could take that middle one and play it safe so you don't
Dude,
take
if I'm
that
being
shot.
honest, I don't know any other Ram Hall of Famer.
Really?
Thank God.
Wait, I think I know another. I think I got
So does
three.
that count as a steal then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that should
yeah,
count as a
steal.
botch steal.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Steal, botch.
Dude, nah, I need
So
to-
I failed at robbing.
Yeah. You cashed in the money in the bank and lost.
Wait. Oh, dude. I definitely know someone.
Look at his look.
Give me that look, man. Oh man. Wait. I can't even see.
Come on, you know the spots, Will.
Yeah.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buzzer.
Yeah.
Eric Dickerson, Ram. Rams Hall of Fame.
You said that already?
I said that though.
You said that?
Botch steal!
No more steals.
Yeah.
No more steals. We're
steals.
playing tic-tac-toe, boys.
Yeah, I gotta try to find this Ram Steeler.
I have an idea in my head, but I don't know if it's right.
Yeah.
But I have like a really like far poll in my head.
Okay.
This is a hard fucking grade. Fuck you, Christian. Fuck
I'm gonna just start throwing it out there since there's no more steals. I don't know where this player ended up. I don't know if he spent the whole career with the Rams. Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson.
Maybe he could have been a journeyman at the end of his career.
Let's
Wait,
see.
Steven Jackson, where?
For Rams.
Rams
you're saying
and Steelers.
For the win.
Steven Jackson started as a St. Louis Ram till 2012. Played in Atlanta 2 years. Ended in New England.
Wow. Okay.
So no play.
No play.
No play. All right.
I gotta stop doing that because what if he's somewhere? Oh, I guess you can't replay him. Because last week I fucked him over and it was Rookie of the Year in Cowboys, and someone guessed. I think they guessed Zeke, and I was like, but Dak would have played. And then Christian was like, you just fucked me over, dude. I was gonna say Dak. What you got, Will?
Oh man.
This is a fucking hard ass. I think we're gonna end in a draw. Isaiah, you say when we should call it, honestly, because this is tough.
I got another one I want to try.
A try.
This is fun though. I like this.
Yeah, I like learning about the players where they ended up. I'm just gonna throw out names now.
Will's playing for pride at this point. Lucas is playing for a 100% record.
Yeah.
You know,
Trying to leave a
this
legacy.
is a big game. This is like Kobe's last game. Kobe versus the Jazz. Like it doesn't
Just
really mean
throwing
shit.
up shots. Yeah.
Oh, Niners, Steelers, Emmanuel Sanders.
That plays. That definitely plays.
Damn.
That's a good one. That's the Bronco in you. So now you got to take that Giants Niners unless you got the.
Fuck. I'm not confident.
Start the timer.
Niners Giants, man.
Wow, Will, you got a. How many games did he play? He played 10 games with the Niners. That's it.
Yeah, it was on that Super Bowl run.
That's a good ass pull.
That's when we traded him.
This is tough. Giant Niner.
I might have one. I'm not sure though.
This is tough. This is a. I don't think I would have smoked this board, so I'm glad Lucas is here.
I just can't think of names. Like it's just I don't know these teams well enough.
You blank, dude. Especially in the
Yeah.
hot seat, because like if I look it up,
Oh,
7, 6, 5,
I don't know. If I
4,
won this one, though.
3
2, 1.
from half court.
Sending the Hail Mary. I don't know where this player ended up. I'm gonna try with Sam Bradford. Maybe he made it as a backup to the Steelers.
That might play. That doesn't sound off.
That kind of sounds scary.
He was that's St. Louis. He was not.
Oh,
Not plays. You thought STO was Steelers?
That kind of scared me, man. That kind of scared me. I'm not gonna lie.
Because that sounds right?
That does sound right.
Yeah. Okay. So we're in a deadlock right now. Wilson City might have one. We'll just shoot it, bro.
yeah, just
You're
shoot
up.
it.
Stop, man.
Shoot it. Come on, Will. Get off.
Oh, I might have another one.
Ooh, we got 2 in the chamber. Don't miss when there's 2 in the chamber.
Dude, I don't like. Dude, I fucking messed up last time when I had 2. So just
2 in the chamber. Who are we thinking, Will?
I'm gonna try it. Give me Robbie Gold, kicker.
Oh.
Niners, Giants.
That
I think that
sounds good.
plays.
That's
Robbie
a great
Gold.
one.
Played 1 year for the Giants. Wilson Wang,
my
you have
God.
yourself a point.
Oh my.
Let's go!
That's a great pick.
I'm trying to think who else.
My second pick was gonna be Tevin Coleman. Check with you.
Tevin Coleman, I think, plays 2. Check it. Tevin Coleman. No, he was a Jet. Okay. Talk. Why didn't you guys go for any Cowboys?
I couldn't think of like one that would go from in the division, you know, the Giants and Cowboys, and then like A Cowboy Steeler. I just feel like that never happened. I couldn't think of
Steeler.
one.
That sounds illegal.
Yeah.
Cowboys Steelers.
I feel like there's one like at the tip of my tongue for Cowboys Steelers.
Bettis works for Rams, Steelers. Jerome Bettis.
He works. He went to the Rams.
I think I did know that.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
But that might be it. Urban Meyer. Oh wait, that's not Urban Meyer.
Dude, there's no way Christian did
Christian
like
was
that, man.
in. Oh, Allen Robinson. That's a good one. Allen Robinson, you guys could have got because Allen Robinson's been balling this year. Dude, that was fucked. Christian fucked you guys.
That's it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly,
No way.
let's check these other teams out really quick. Cowboys, Steelers.
There's one at the tip of my tongue.
Taco Charlton. Dude, Keanu Neal.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, like I don't know if that's obvious. James Washington. There is no way this motherfucker's dirty for this, dude.
Wow.
You did you guys dirty. What was the last one that I'm missing?
Cowboys, Giants.
Cowboys, Giants.
There's definitely one for that.
Cowboys. Yeah, dude. I feel like there's a receiver.
Yeah, I was trying to think of one.
Did Landon Collins?
Landon Collins. I don't
I
know.
don't think he played on the Cowboys.
Buzz Guy. Who the fuck is that? Dwayne Harris. Dude, Christian fucked you guys. That's all I gotta say,
Dude,
man.
that was tough. I shout out to you for
Jalen
getting that
Smith.
dub because that's a tough dub. I don't know any of these people.
I don't either, dude. Christian, you're a fucking dick. That's what I gotta say. This dude did not. Christian did not do research for this.
Jason Garrett.
He definitely just picked NFL teams. Yeah, that's fucked.
The only name I saw on there was Jalen Smith, and that's not even. I would have even guessed that.
I just want to see Giants Niners.
Did you do Rams Steelers?
Rams Steelers? Yeah, Rams Steelers was Bettis.
Oh, that's
Matt
right.
Breida would have played for
Okay, I was
Niners
thinking
Giants.
about that.
Oh, that's a good one.
I would not have thought about Matt Breida. Oh wait, actually yeah, because he's the
I just
starter
picked him
right
up
now.
in fantasy too.
Dude, I started him this week.
Richie James.
Richie James, that's a good one.
Josh Johnson. He's a fucking backup.
Cole
Cole
McCoy. Cole McCoy, I feel like you could play on any of these. Like you could just say Alfred Morris. Okay, that one's not that bad. All right. Yeah, that wraps up
Look
another.
up Victor. Oh no, wait, he would have popped up.
Victor Cruz for where?
I was just thinking maybe he ended up as a Niner when he was washed up.
I don't think this counts, but I think he would have went. I think he played for the Steelers, maybe.
Maybe one of those.
Nah,
Just all Giants.
all Giants, I guess. What a dog. Anyway, NFL grid wrapped up. Lucas's first ever grid. Wilson's first ever win. On to the next segment. So Christian last week brought us the NFL spreads. This week he suggested it again, so we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do the primetime games only. First off, we got Lions versus Packers. Detroit is a 1.5 point favorite. What do you guys got? What are you guys thinking? If you guys are betting men, we're all men here. Where are you putting your money?
The Packers just struggled to win against
the Saints.
And what Derek Carr, he got concussed, right? Or,
Mhm.
or what did he have?
Yeah, he got
What was it,
concussed.
his shoulder? I think it was the shoulder.
Yeah, he's gonna miss a
actually.
couple weeks. You're right. I'm tripping.
And so, I don't know. LaFleur said it was one of the more resilient performances that he's ever seen from a team. But I haven't watched enough Saints to know how strong they are to really gauge, how big that victory was to come from behind. And I just really like the Lions. I've been a believer in the Lions since last year, so I think that they could really pour it on, and it would be difficult for Jordan Love and this offense to make it close. I would take the Lions. It's in Green Bay though.
Is it? I didn't even honestly check that. I should have checked that. Wilson, talk to us, man. Give me something while I look this up.
Home or away, I obviously think it's going to be a great game.
It's at Green Bay.
Okay. Doesn't really change my answer, but, obviously I got the Lions. It's going to be a great game, I think. But I think the Lions just kind of showed us today, or this season, how electric their offense is. I think they're going to unleash Gibbs finally. They got Amon-Ra. Their tight ends are breaking out. It's great offense, and then also on the defensive side, it's not too bad either. Even though with the loss of C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I know that plays a major role, but I think they can still pull it off. Like what Lou was saying, Packers kind of struggled last week, so that was kind of concerning, but I think the Lions could take it.
I'm going to attack this differently than you guys. The Packers did struggle last week, and I agree, but we're forgetting they're missing half their team. And I think a lot of, their long resting was so that like Aaron Jones could come back this week against a divisional team. Christian Watson has been sitting out all year. He should play this week. He's been kind of more involved in practices. And then Jair Alexander missed last week. I don't know what his injury is. I don't know if he'll be back. But if it's not something serious, I'm guessing they're going to play him in this game. That's 3 of their top 5 players on their team. So I'm taking the Packers in this one. Especially, I don't even know it's at home. At home, yeah, give me Green Bay, man. I think they should. I don't think it's as clear cut. I believe in the Lions. I think they're good. But I think it's like pretty even teams. And if they're the underdogs, I'll take that for the spread.
So only 1.5 point spread though. That's tough. But Thursday games could get wonky.
Yeah, it's gonna be scoregami.
Scoregami, yeah, that'd be crazy.
Oh,
put a parlay on that.
Put a parlay on scoregami. I saw. I mean, this is kind of off topic, but tonight, are you guys like? Could you believe that the Eagles game tonight was scoregami, 25-11? Like, I feel like that had to have happened before.
Yeah, I feel like that happened.
You know what scoregami is? It's like pretty much that's the first time that score has ever happened in NFL history. 25-11.
How was the Dolphins score not scoregami?
I think it was too.
Oh, okay.
I think it was, but 25-11 like seems like it'd be like every Monday Night Football game. 25-11. So
weird score.
Yeah, it's weird, but I don't know if it's like there's weird scores, you know. But next, we got Chiefs Jets -9.5. I'm gonna check who's at home, but I feel like this one shouldn't be really a conversation. The Jets look bad. They don't have a quarterback. They're playing against one of the best like defensive fronts in the NFL. Zach Wilson's gonna throw 3 picks. Give me the Chiefs. Did I say -9.5? Give me a -9.5. Easy money.
Only thing I think of is just how good that Jets defense is, though. And
True.
if they could get to Mahomes again, like Mahomes has been getting hit, it seems like more than we've used to him being hit. So that's the one thing, and that spread is so big.
Yeah,
That's
who
tough.
covered this week? It was Giants-Niners, and I think the Giants-Niners is probably closer than the Chiefs-Jets as far as roster goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big spread, honestly. And I feel like this one, I'm going to go with the Jets. I feel like they're still going to lose. But by 10, like, I'm calling a defensive game on this one. I think we're going to see a lot of defense, a lot of turnovers. I think Mahomes, you know, it won't really be much of his fault. I mean, we did see that one game where obviously Kadarius Toney just like dropped all the passes.
That was so bad.
Was like there's nothing to blame on Mahomes. It's just whatever around him. I think that might come back into this game. I mean, that just defense is it's really good. It's really good. So I think the outcome will still end up being into the Chiefs' favor, but it's going to be a defensive game. I'm calling that.
It's their one saving grace to only be relevant is their defense, right?
Yeah.
So they got to put everything into that. So that's my logic, too. I'm going to follow it.
And especially,
the Jets.
Sorry, but with the 9.5 spread, a defensive game, like that's what you need. You need it to be. If it's 10-3, then they cover, you know? So it's like, yeah, I agree with you guys there. I just think, I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the Chiefs this week, but they put up 35 points in the first half. Like that.
But that was weird how they did it, though, with like...
It was like nothing. Like, it kind of was like, oh, they have 7 points. Oh, they have 14 points. Oh, shit, 17.
Yeah.
So, like, it just kind of like stacked up. The Bears suck ass.
Yeah,
I don't know why the
do.
fuck I drafted Justin Fields in fantasy this year. But Mahomes, like, I one thing you do in sports, you never bet against certain players, and you never bet against Mahomes. Like, either don't bet or don't bet against Mahomes. So give me the Chiefs for this one. Last game we got Seahawks-Giants. This is another game where I feel like it could swing either way. They got a lot of like mid-tier teams playing in these primetime games this week, mid-tier matchups, but it should be a good game. I'm gonna take the Seahawks. The Giants are actually favorited, -1.5. So I mean, if it could go either way, I'll bet against the spread. Why not?
Who's at home?
I'll look it up. I believe the Giants, but let me double check on that. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like if it's a home game, it's pretty much a guarantee. Giants are at home. Give me this Hawks stuff. Oh.
They're 1-2, right?
They beat. Yeah, they're 1-2. Who did they play this week? They played the Niners this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're 1-2.
Okay.
Well, who they win against?
They beat the Cardinals when the Cardinals played for Caleb Williams.
Oh yeah.
The Caleb Williams game. So yeah, I mean, I'll take Giants. I feel like there's not a lot of breakdown for this game. What do you got?
I mean, I haven't really been keeping up with the Giants. I only know about the Seahawks and Kenneth Murray and DK, and I don't know, they both had a really good fantasy outing this past weekend. I think Kenneth got me 30, and then DK almost got me 20. He had 19, and which was pretty surprising for me because coming off of his injury, I thought that his production would go down. I saw some TikTok AI bullshit talking about his production is going to go down. But anyway, I think that they're going to get their offense going more. So I just look at what do I trust more, and I trust Geno and this team more than I trust Daniel Jones to get it right. Daniel Jones and this wishy-washy Giants team, but some bullshit could happen in this game. I can see it.
I can see it. It's gonna be a blowout. I think like one team is gonna blow out the other team. Like it'll be like a random like 35-7. Like how the fuck did Geno throw for 6 touchdowns, or Daniel Jones run for 3 and throw for 3?
Right, and when Daniel Jones is on, and sometimes it is on primetime when he's on, it's like what? It's like what the fuck? Like you think that this guy could actually be something, and then like they won't be on national TV for a bit, and they'll lose like 3 in a row, and just forget about him. I don't know, that's my Daniel Jones experience.
It's kind of weird. Like I know the Giants are a big market, but I do feel like the Giants are always on primetime.
Yeah,
like
Dude, yeah,
every
weird.
fucking week.
Well, that's
it's
how
like,
I feel about the fucking Cowboys, man. I'm tired of
Freedom
seeing
boys.
that. Trash. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna tag along with you guys on this one. I think the Seahawks probably gonna get this one right here. The Giants have been struggling, man. It's just, like the offense is like terrible. It's like so bad, and like I have Darren Waller on my fantasy team, so I like watch a lot of the Giants game.
He's a ghost.
It's just like it's so hard to watch that and like just like even like get entertained from it because it's like 3 and outs. It's so bad, man. Like I think, yeah.
I kind of want to like Daniel Jones isn't like a great quarterback, but I do feel like he does get a lot of disrespect from NFL fans. Like he's kind of like the JaVale McGee of football, where he just like every game he's better than JaVale, but every game he has like a really shitty play. But I don't think he's like that bad.
Well,
he's not worth his contract.
Yes, I think that's the point I would bring up is like the fact that he got that contract. But JaVale McGee plays his role. He knows his role and he does well.
But it's like, what does he have? Like, especially with Saquon out last week, for them to win, it's like, oh shit, Isaiah Hodgins 1-on-1, Wan'Dale Robinson 1-on-1. Oh, we're at the goal line. Let me run it to Matt Breida. Like, what does this team fucking have? They're missing a lot of pieces on their O-line too. So it's just.
The experience for them has been like so underwhelming for me. Like what they had Sterling Shepard and Golden Tate, and they had another good tight end at one point just a couple years ago. Evan Ingram, and then I thought that was, and I think maybe Saquon was injured that year. That seems like that's plausible. But I felt like that was his best opportunity to do something, and that fell apart very quickly right before our eyes. So. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That was his one opportunity. It's kind of unfair.
They made the playoffs last year, though.
Yeah,
like
but that was like a miracle year, though.
It was a miracle. I think I would say, like, I don't think the Giants are good. I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's a lot of Daniel Jones, like, he's not worth his contract, but he's not a bottom 10 quarterback. I would put him, honestly, in between, like, 15 and, not 5, but 15 up. Like, that's where he is. That's his range. I don't think he's as low as, like, some of these guys that people just want to compare him to because, like he clears Garoppolo. Like, I think he's a decent quarterback.
I think it's fair because you think about, like, his athletic ability and how fast he is. He's literally, like, one of the fastest players in the NFL.
Yeah.
But,
it's hard to think about that.
But, it's just, like, what has happened, you know? There's been no systemic scheme to leverage his athleticism and really put the running game to use for that. So I don't know. I mean, it's like
it's like, can you blame him for that?
Like, but my point is, like, yeah, you're right. It is a coaching and the organizational structure an issue. But then, like, I don't know. I don't see anything other than that's just Daniel Jones and his play, and he's not going to go anywhere. I don't know who he is, like, as a competitor and, like, personality wise and flair. I don't know. I know that's kind of not the best take, but, like, he does not excite me, so I want a man to excite me.
You know what it is about him? This will go into a man exciting you, I guess. I feel like his problem, honestly, is like He's an ugly motherfucker, dude. He's so ugly. So I could
Joseph.
bro, he's Vance Joseph of quarterbacks. Like he's ugly. If he was like a pretty boy, then like dude, fucking like white kids would love Daniel Jones if he was pretty. You know, like he's like fast, he's pretty, he's white. Like
Yeah, no, you're right. Look at Jimmy Garoppolo.
people fucking are like, oh, he's a great game manager. Like say anything about her. Daniel Jones is just like. He's a cool quarterback. He's better than Garoppolo. I think I said that already, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. You just opened my eyes.
he's ugly, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's definitely the ugliest white quarterback at starting. Ugliest starting white quarterback.
That's crazy. The ugliest white quarterback.
I'm trying to think of like.
Actually, I
Who's
don't know.
ugly?
Kirk Cousins is kind of ugly too.
What?
Kirk Cousins is
That's
like
a man.
He's like an uncle though. Like I feel like you
Uncle
don't like.
Kirk.
Like,
You don't look at Uncle Kirk.
He's got that drip though. I feel like that
cool.
kind of covers.
Yeah.
Uncle
You
Kirk
like
is
that,
cool.
huh?
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
that. You like that.
I like
Yeah,
that.
Daniel Jones. Yeah, he's ugliest.
Give him the ugly ranking. Brock Purdy's kind of ugly too, but he's got a big dick. So, on to the next segment.
So for our last segment, I want to talk about some breakout players that's been having a great season so far. 2 players in mind. I'm gonna do 1 quarterback, 1 running back. Basically, I'm gonna go down the list, give you guys the names, and you're basically gonna tell them who you're gonna take. You're gonna take this guy, or you're gonna take the other guy. So this first one is gonna be a quarterback. He's currently ranked QB2 on fantasy, and that's Jordan Love.
He's QB2.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I did not know that.
Yeah, that's surprising.
That
How many points does he have?
So that was off the NFL fantasy app.
I could tell you. I wonder if it's still the same after tonight. Jalen Hurts, I think, is number 2 now. But that's a night. Wait, your stats might be off. Well,
That's just quarterback rankings, though.
Oh.
Fantasy.
wait, I got you. That's a vote. Yeah,
This quarterback ranked 2 right here. So I
yeah.
mean,
Rank 2. Then you're right. Yeah. My bad.
Come
Didn't mean
on.
to call you out.
Nah.
It says he's 4 there, but that being different apps score differently. But top 5, I didn't think that 4 above my homeboy. I mean,
Is
that's
Herb number 1? I don't know. Fuck it. We'll agree.
Alright, yeah, well, made a pretty big list for this. I feel like a lot of these guys, you'll take over it, but should I just go down the whole list?
Let's go down, and if we agree, don't stop. But once we disagree, we gotta go to war.
Okay.
so basically. Let me time out. So you're just gonna go down the list, and if we like say we like that player.
So if you
I'll
say
be like Tannehill or Love, be like Love.
Oh, okay.
Garoppolo, Love.
I didn't hear the options, so I was getting confused. Okay.
Yeah. So let's start. Let's start at C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud or Jordan Love?
I'm no bias here. I just want to make that very clear. No bias. I'm taking CJ Stroud.
What the?
I'm taking CJ Stroud.
Why?
Cause he has less options and he's done like the same amount of them. I don't know about the QB ranking where he is, but he had a 300-yard game. I just traded Jordan Love actually for Jalen Waddle in a fantasy league.
How did? Okay.
Well, it's 2 quarterbacks, and I traded with KB. Shout out KB for wanting us to want to talk about Jordan Love.
KB?
Yeah, visit.
Oh, okay.
So I traded and I got Waddle, and then the reason I did that was because I saw CJ Stroud was in the waiver wire. So I'm riding with CJ Stroud this year. I think he's gonna win Rookie of the Year. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Tank Dell. So are we talking just fantasy, or are we talking?
Yeah,
as
what
a
are we talking
quarterback?
This is fancy. Yeah.
If it's fantasy, then I'm taking CJ Stroud. I think he's got way more upside. He had a bad week 1. His last 2 weeks, he's been a monster. So
So the rest of the season, if you had to choose Stroud or Love,
give me fucking Stroud.
I'm going with Love. Give me some love because, well, I mean, I just talked about how they struggled against the Saints, but if he's the number 4 fantasy quarterback right now, and I give LaFleur some credit about what he's been able to do with that team over the years. I know it was mostly the Rodgers years, but then I think about how they started turning it up a little bit with Watson towards the end of last season, and usually that carries over. It hasn't really hit the ground running yet this season, but I give him some credit that he figured it out last year, and that the fact that he's 4th in quarterback points and he's not playing well, the offense isn't playing as well as it could be, give me Love, man. I like that. Give me some love.
I think if you have either of these guys, like low key, you got two guys who like they're not at their best yet. By the end of the year, by week 10, these two guys could be both top 10 quarterbacks like consistently.
I just don't trust the Texans like with their weapons around CJ Stroud. I like Stroud. I like him coming into the draft, you know, but don't look at me like that.
Wow, you can't see me through the shades.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Right.
All right, interesting. I mean, yeah, we definitely gotta take into consideration that we haven't even seen Christian Watson on the field yet with Love this season. So, I mean, that's a big weapon for him, and he's still balling out. But, let me take a step back then, because since we're already on discussions, let's do Sam Howell or Jordan Love.
I'm taking Love. That's your boy, though.
Yeah, I'll take Love.
Love?
Yeah.
Okay. We're on the same page. Howell's been good, but
Yeah.
not Jordan.
What about Derek Carr or Jordan Love?
Jordan Love.
Yeah, Jordan Love.
Especially with the injury. The injury
Okay.
plays a little bit, but
What about Jameis Winston and if he plays for the
Jordan Love.
Okay.
I love Winston though. I love his personality.
Eat that dub.
Yeah. I'm just glad that he's back in the starting lineup so he gets to say some bullshit again.
Yeah. I can't wait
He's
to
a
see the
fun
NFL
dude.
post his pregame speech.
Yep. 1,
All
2, 3 into the phone.
What about Anthony Richardson or Jordan Love?
That's a good one.
How's that a good one?
Anthony Richardson's been good. He missed. How long is he out? I know he missed last week, but the first 2 weeks, dude, he looked really good. I think I'd take Jordan Love still.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Love. Yeah, KB gonna be happy.
All right. Baker Mayfield or Jordan Love?
Come on, man.
I'm taking Baker.
Why?
I think for fantasy reasons, when you look at Rashad White, who's a great pass catching back, you got the two, like, as far as two receivers go, they got the best duo in football. Baker just threw his first pick today. I know it's not going to be his last pick this year, but he's looking a lot more efficient this year, and I do think his ending with the Rams last season was underrated. Another bias, I wrote an article about the Buccaneers a couple weeks ago, so check that out on playbooksportshq.com. But, yeah, I mean, I'll build with Baker. Fuck it, yeah. I'll stick with it. Baker. Give me Baker.
Man, I was quick to react because I think about Baker and his past, but you're right about the weapons on the Bucs, and it's just a lot better in my opinion. So I think you've convinced me. Actually, I'll go with Baker.
Fuck yeah.
Over Jordan Love.
Fuck you, KB.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I mean,
Didn't expect that, huh?
did not expect that, but honestly, your guys' explanation does make sense a little bit. But
That's 'cause
I'm still choosing Love though. From my end,
You're choosing Love? Okay.
he's been balling out.
So Baker Mayfield should be better than all those other quarterbacks we just went through.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fantasy. It's because of my analyst.
Fancy. Okay. About Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy has the weapons, but I'm kind of like what you said earlier where I need to see, like, some proof. Like, I feel like he's a consistent quarterback. I'll take Brock.
No, I'm gonna stick with Baker because if we're talking about fantasy points.
Wait, no, not Baker. Love.
Oh, what?
So you're clearing Love? Because we're still talking
Jordan
Love
Love
here.
or Brock Purdy.
Oh, okay. So I thought
Yeah.
we'd stick with who wins. You know, like
Oh.
so like you know, I thought Baker. So we're going Jordan Love or Brock Purdy.
So then it should be
Fantasy
clear.
Well, nah, I'm gonna stick with Love over Purdy
What?
because I think about my logic here is the Niners' offense is very dynamic, and you're not gonna get consistent. Well, it's not guaranteed points with Brock Purdy because it could be a Christian McCaffrey game or like Deebo Samuel running the ball or another running back in that field, and I just think they have so many ways to win. Maybe the defense even scores, and just it's not necessary for
That's true.
Purdy to go off. And I think fantasy, it's kind of like, I think of basketball when a player goes from a team that has a dominant ball handler and then he goes to another team and he becomes the number one option and he just puts up massive points.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my analogy here. Like, it's going to be the Jordan Love show over there and no one's taking the points away from him. We're seeing that through 3 weeks.
You talked me out of it. I think I'd go with Jordan Love too. Brock, shout out you, but McCaffrey's looked really well in the like run actually this year. Like it's not
Yeah,
as
yeah,
much
he's running
pass
the ball.
catching. They're
Yeah.
pounding with him. He's a fucking workhorse running back. So yeah, I agree with you.
Okay. Nice. About Matthew Stafford or Jordan Love.
If this game didn't just happen, I would have said Jordan Love. I mean, I would have said Stafford, but tonight he looked pretty bad. He looked like
Really?
old Stafford. Yeah, he looked bad
Why? What happened?
because he was 1 yard away from giving me $360. He fucking cost me in my bed, dude.
No way.
Puka, all I needed was Puka Nacua to score a touchdown. He's fucking in, like damn near in the end zone, and Stafford underthrows it, and Puka catches it at the 1 and goes down. So fuck you, Matthew Stafford. I'll take Jordan Love over you. I'll take ugly ass Daniel Jones over you. I'll take ugly ass Josh Dobbs over you.
Whoa.
Anyone who did it.
You calling Josh Dobbs ugly?
Fuck it,
That's
we ball.
messed up.
Honestly, actually though,
I'm gonna take Stafford.
Josh Dobbs is a good looking guy. Sorry for. I feel like he's a good looking guy.
All right. Jordan Love or Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
Baby.
Okay. I feel like everyone else is kind
Obvious.
of obvious. I mean, I'll say this just because he's
Herbert.
a Chargers fan. Okay, yeah. What are you saying?
I'll take Herbert too.
Yeah.
You know I don't like Herbert, but
What? You don't like him?
I never liked him, dude.
Wow.
I don't know. I just don't see the. I don't see the vision.
Damn.
He's got to show me the vision. I don't see the vision.
What are you not seeing him?
I don't know. I saw them blow a 28-point lead in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, it's true, but I mean,
I never seen
Don't
them make
get
the
me
playoffs
started.
other than that.
don't get me started.
It's a lot on Brandon Staley. Like maybe if he's in a different situation, but I just haven't seen him in a different situation. So that's kind of what I'm going off.
If you could give Daniel Jones some credit,
because Daniel Jones is like made the playoffs.
yeah, but that team had some crazy plays happen for them to go that way. Like they,
But also with that, you've seen some dumbass plays where Daniel Jones is like walking and he fumbles the ball or like throws a pick to
so
like.
that goes against your Daniel Jones argument.
But I'm just saying like there's dumb shit that happens and there's good shit that happens. You know, I don't think Daniel Jones is better than Herbert. I'm not saying that,
Okay.
but I'm just saying like I need to see the vision for Herbert. You know, like I'd say Herbert's a top 10 quarterback.
Well, okay. Oh my God. He's 5 at least, bro.
5? I
Yeah.
could fire off 5 quarterbacks better than Herbert.
Okay,
right
go.
now. Mahomes. Well, you're not a Charger fan, so you correct me if I'm wrong too.
I'm actually okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Mahomes, Josh Allen,
Uh-huh.
Lamar.
I would pick Herbert over Josh Allen right now.
Okay, let's get to the next thing. That's fucking crazy.
How is that
Right.
crazy?
Tell him he's crazy. Look him in his eye and tell him he's crazy.
Herbert don't even have a pick this year,
Who
and
gives
Allen
a fuck?
Allen's turning them all ball like a motherfucker.
They're bad. They're I don't know. It's
I
just,
feel like that's up for debates, but I'm still taking Josh Allen over Herbert.
I feel like we've seen it before. Josh Allen. Josh Allen's proven he could go toe to toe with Mahomes. Herbert didn't even go toe to toe with Trevor Lawrence, my boy.
I mean, he got him up.
And then he got him down.
Nah, the defense gave up that many points.
The defense did sell. I'm not gonna hold you, but also if your offense isn't doing nothing, like you go up 28 and then you can't put up nothing else. I don't know how much they actually went
They
up. but
only
it was
ran the ball
that.
like 8 times in the second half.
The Chargers.
Yeah.
Then why
Exactly.
didn't Herbert connect?
Well, I mean, look, I'm just saying, why are you not running the ball more?
They
Just
definitely
going
no.
three
It's
and out.
definitely coaching too, but it's also like if
If that was a good
your
offensive
quarterback
coordinator,
isn't connecting with the receivers, then like I feel like that should be on the quarterback too.
well, I think if you look at the offensive coordinator, Herbert had the lowest average depth of target his whole career last year.
What's that mean?
So, in terms of how far he's thrown the ball, he was throwing it the shortest of his career. So,
Okay, I got you. I
Yeah.
understand that now.
yeah.
But I think Josh Allen's a clear. You guys let me know at home. Josh
I'll put another Chipotle bet on that. That
But-
Herbert ends up with better stats than Allen this year.
See, I could see him putting up better stats, but
So
I
then
wouldn't.
I don't know what you're gauging it
Not
on.
here for stats.
I don't think the Chargers end with more wins than the Bills, though. I think Josh Allen
Well, that's a team stat.
leads to wins. Herbert, it's like we've seen a lot of Herbert's like Devin Booker before Chris Paul went there.
I don't think you've seen Herbert contribute to L's. I think he's the top 3 in fourth quarter comebacks since he's entered the league.
But it's like you go down 3 quarters, and then it's also like they're not they're not consistently one of the top teams, you know. So it's not.
It's a
like,
team sport, but you got to if you're arguing the position or you're arguing wins.
I'm arguing both of them. I feel like wins should matter to quarterbacks, especially like we're saying. Like if you're telling me they ran the ball 8 times, then it's like why couldn't Herbert make something happen if he's better than Josh Allen? Because we've seen Josh Allen not get the defense support in when the Bills played the Chiefs. That shit was like 43 whatever.
Yeah, I don't think, but I put it all in the coaching because there was terrible play calling all last year on the offensive side. There was literally games where the other team's opposing defensive coordinator were like, yeah, we already knew what they were going to run over and over again, and that was the same thing. Like I give Herbert some time under Kellen Moore's offense. I think he'll change your mind.
And that's what I'm saying. I just need to see it. Like as of right now, I don't see it.
The best seasons from a quarterback in the first 2 years or 3 years now.
But it's like they're not winning games. You gotta win. Like that's how I feel. It's like no one talks about Brady because Brady's like leader in all these stats. Like Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Rodgers all have better stats. But I feel like winning is so important.
I think so too. But then if you want to bring up Peyton Manning, he has 2 Super Bowl rings, and the second one he got carried by his defense completely. He was washed up by that point. So you're telling me he only got 1 ring? And Eli Manning has 2 rings. Are you saying Eli's a better quarterback?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like it.
But you're talking about wins.
I'm saying it goes hand. It's both of them though. Like it goes together. If you're not winning and you're putting up stats, or if you're winning and putting up stats, I'm gonna take the winning with the stats. You know what I mean?
Okay. So does Josh Allen win a Super Bowl?
He's just winning more.
I think that's a team thing, but we can leave it at that.
That's how I feel about it. I know a lot of people don't feel like that, but I feel like it should, especially with the quarterback. Like I think the quarterback has the most control over the game.
It's still only one side of the ball.
It is, and you're right. But it's also, like I said, like if you go up that many points, and you're telling me they're not running the ball, they're only passing it.
We could run it back, the tape.
We'll do a film room.
Yeah, we could run it back.
We'll do a film room. But I agree with you. I agree that the coaching sucks there. I just need to see. Like I can't like be like, oh, if Herbert went here, then he's, because then that's a hypothetical.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
I don't buy hypotheticals either. You're right.
So on to the running back. You know, this guy's breaking out this year as well, and he actually finishes as the RB2. So he's
RB2. Let me guess.
You guys want to take a guess?
You said it's a young guy. I'm gonna say Bijan.
No, he's 5.
So RB2, but so break down the background for again. He's a what?
He's like never really popped up in fantasy before. This is like his first time.
Wow, this is weird.
He's the RB2.
Right behind McCaffrey.
Okay, because my first thought was McCaffrey, but I was like, who could be better than McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Kyron Williams.
Yep.
Oh, you're right.
I know ball.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kyron Williams, that's the guy. So basically, go down the list again, like the quarterbacks.
This is gonna be hard. I feel like running backs is such a like. I feel like
versatile position.
Let's go.
Kyron Williams or Isaiah Pacheco.
Kyron Williams. And I like Pacheco. Honestly, I feel like there's a lot of shit on Pacheco right now. But Kyron Williams is
Pacheco plays hard. He just doesn't get fantasy points.
Yeah, he doesn't. I agree. He's like LeGarrette Blunt.
Kyron Williams or Javonte Williams.
Kyron Williams, dude. And I have Javonte Williams in like every league.
Kyron Williams or Miles Sanders.
Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
I would say so, but I think Miles Sanders has like upside just because no one else is good over there in Carolina.
I was telling people this week, like, don't start Miles Sanders because honestly, like, I feel like Miles Sanders isn't good at football. Like, it's just kind of a thing where, like, yeah, like you said, like the Panthers are just like bad.
I don't know. I had Miles Sanders and AJ Brown last year on my fantasy team, and I went 12-2 in our league.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And tell them who won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Let me go Kyron Williams and the 2 Dolphins running backs, Raheem Mostert or Devon McCain. Not like. Are you taking these
like a
2?
threesome?
Yeah, but
like either of them.
So if you're in like a jam and you want to start, like you have to start either or.
I think that for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think that poses like an interesting, like
Like, you don't know who
I'm
to
a-
start between a Kane or Mostert.
Because I think that like baseline found you're good for Kyron to drop like maybe like 14 a game. You know, that's a good. I would say
That's a good average.
a good average, right? But then like the upside with like a Dolphins player, what we've seen so far is insane.
50 p.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like throwing $50 on one bet or
This just shows what kind of owner you are. What kind of fantasy owner you are.
exactly. So I don't know if we're talking about just straight up. I think I would go with safer bet Kyron, but like situationally wise, that's a fun question.
I think I would go with Mostert. I think he's kind of their number one right now. I don't know about season long where he's gonna fall, but yeah, Kane got a lot of early work too. I feel like that's kind of flying under the radar. Like he was getting touches in the first half, so I think Kane might take some of that workload from Mostert and Jeff Wilson coming back.
Right.
I'll take Kyron actually. Fuck it. I'll take Kyron.
There's
I
too
talked
many-
myself out
too
of
many
it.
mouths to feed.
I talked myself out of it.
You're just like going this way or Mostert, and you just took the sharpest U-turn ever.
Give me Kyron. If someone sent you a trade, Kyron Williams for Mostert, I would actually keep Mostert. I'm taking Mostert.
This guy.
Okay. So Mostert?
Mostert. That's my final
Mostert?
answer.
All right. You still going Kyron?
Yeah.
If you got that, if you had Kyron Williams, and someone sent that in your inbox, you would keep Kyron.
I think I would. I think I just need like consistency. There's just too many ways to attack for the Dolphins offense. Like Tua passing it out to someone, and then like that crowded running back room. You never know what McDaniels is gonna like one week or the other.
True. That's true.
Okay. All right. What about Josh Jacobs?
How are they doing right now?
Josh Jacobs?
Shitty. They lost this week, right? They lost yesterday.
Yeah, they've lost, but I mean,
Josh Jacobs had negative rushing yards week 2.
I don't think Josh Jacobs has scored a touchdown yet.
I'm taking Kyron.
wow, that's sad. Maybe he had some upside with Garoppolo and concussion protocol, and maybe that opens up things for Josh McDaniels to really realize that, hey, I need to use my fucking running back who was the rushing leader from last year.
Yeah,
But I don't fucking trust McDaniels, so I got to go with Kyron. But it's just a damn shame. It's just a damn shame because I think Josh Jacobs really wants to perform. He earned a lot of my respect last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he balled out last year, definitely.
But negative rushing yards is like unacceptable. Dude.
Yeah.
Like you sit out
Yeah.
in the off season to get paid, and then you go out and you rush negative in a game. Like, I don't know. I mean, he had like 127 yards in the air, but negative rushing yards is like, dude, like that's a third string running back,
Yeah, for sure.
What's going on there?
I'll go a couple more, but Joe Mixon or Kyron Williams?
Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams.
Gotta watch it if Burrow gets hurt again. I don't know. But right now, Kyron. But Joe Mixon is sometimes he be turning up. That Bengals offense sometimes just bugs me. It's weird. They're so wishy-washy at times, especially when they don't get Jamar Chase going.
Yeah, they have all the personnel, but I just feel like you're saying, like it's like either 3 points or it's like 35, like every week. So I think I don't like Mixon that much though.
All right, let me go one more. Kyron Williams or Derrick Henry?
Dude, I might be on the train with you.
Hmm?
I might be on the train with you. I think it's Derrick Henry's time, dude. I think we got to put the toys back in the box. I think he's done, dude. It hurts me to say he's like one of my favorite players ever, but
Why do you say that though?
he
Like,
just looks old, dude. They trust Tajay Spears so much.
They've been playing him a lot more lately.
It's like, well, it's just hard. I think this week Derrick Henry had 1.7 fantasy points.
There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know.
I called it.
You called it, dude. You did. Yeah, look, Derrick Henry. He had 20 rushing yards, 2 fantasy points this week. And he wasn't hurt. Like, that's a scary thing. Is it time?
God, man.
It's
I mean,
time to pass the throne.
He's done.
It's sad to see him.
he hasn't broken 100 yards yet. Man, that's sad.
It's one of a.
And if he would have done it, he would have done it against the Chargers. I'm being honest. So that's like a telltale sign.
Like, yeah, see, 1.8, actually. I was right. Whoa. Yeah. You calling it? Kyron Williams?
Yeah.
One I want to talk about, Kyron Williams or Austin Eckler. I'm taking Austin Eckler because Joshua Kelly fucking sucks. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. This is a longer episode, so show love. It's going to take a lot of work to get this out to you guys. Thank you again, Sweet Lou, for coming on the show, man. You're always great.
Sir.
Running, man. Ski!